Hi, my name is Fraser and welcome to Graphic Card Repairs. So today we have an MSI RTX 3070 Ti. This is a card that I bought from a user who said that he gave it to another repair center where they tried fixing it, but they were unsuccessful. Uh, the user said that this card was getting stuck on error code B2, where on his motherboard it gave the error message, the B2 error, and after that uh, he gave it to the repair center, and the repair center gave it back to him saying that it's dead and they couldn't fix it. So I bought this card from the user, and what we are going to do is try and repair and see if we can do anything about it. So first, what I'm going to do is I'll open up this card. I'll take the cooler off, and we will take a look under the microscope and also take the measurements. Okay, so I have taken off the cooler. Let's take a look under the microscope. Let's check if we can find anything. We can see some flux around here. Probably someone may have tried to reflow this. That's what I assume. We might have to come back to this. There's something here. Uh, looks like something is stuck. Okay, so there's not much on the front except for the one near the memory. We'll come back to that. Okay, so the rest of the card looks fine except for the one here where we have something. Take a closer look. We'll check if we can brush it off or if it's something that will go away by just brushing off. Okay, so it looks like it's gone away, but I'm a little bit worried about underneath this. It looks like this thing has really turned out to be hard. It's like it's thermal paste. I might have to lift this memory. Okay, let's start with some measurements. I'll switch over. You can see Okay, so let's start with the 12 volts, and we don't have a short. The second 12 volt 8 pin, we don't have a short. Okay, the next we will check is 5 volts. So over here we have two 5 volts and we don't have a short here. The second 5 volt is here and we don't have a short. So then we will take a look at this is specs. So we have specs at 13, which is fine. This is 1.8. 1.8 is also good. We'll take a look at memory. Memory is at 92. 92 again. Okay. So in this particular scenario, so I really don't know what the previous service guy did. I may have to reball this core and and then go ahead and check if I can take it from there. So there are going to be two things that I will do because the customer said that there are the card was stuck on B2, the post code B2. I will go ahead and remove this code and I will remove this memory as well. So there are two things that I have planned and we'll take it out from there. So first I will remove this memory and see if I can, check or observe anything that is, a bit off. Because on this particular memory, I saw that there was something that was hard and stuck here. So if that has gone in, there is a high possibility that when there was heat applied, that it may have shorted the or moved the solder balls. I don't see a short because on the memory I did not get any short, but it may have. Or let me check. We move this. There is anything that I can observe from here. Okay, so I'll switch you over to the microscope. So you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can see over here, there is something that is in there which might interfere with the solder balls. So I might have to lift this up and check if we can go ahead and fix that, because there is a possibility that it might or it might not. Let me. What I will do is I will start with the core and I will take it up from there. Let me switch or remove the core and get that thing off, and I will then decide where I want to go. So I'll just pause the video, get my the rework station ready, and I will switch you over. I now have a camera which is focusing on my rework station, so where you can see where I when I remove and put the core back again. So also before I do that, I want to fix this resistor here because I feel that this resistor is a bit shifted towards the right. Let me get that done. Okay, so that looks much better now. I'll just clean that off. Okay. Okay, so I'll proceed to remove this core, and once I remove it, let me switch the camera. When I put this card onto the rework station, I will, go ahead and switch the camera. But before I do that, let's take some precautions. I'm just going to put some Kapton tape in this area here. So when the flux, melts, and if there is excessive flux, the flux doesn't flow onto the pins, and I don't have to focus much on the cleaning work of the pins because it can really get messy. Okay, so I don't know the condition under the core, so I will take it off. Okay, so I'll just pause the video here, switch over to the other camera when I go ahead and mount it on the rework station. Okay, so I have the card on the rework station. I'll show it to you. Okay, so I have a side angle where I can see the chip getting installed or removed. So I'll start the machine. It's going to get a bit noisy. So probably you might see this in time lapse or something like that. But here we go. Okay, so the chip has been removed, and I'll now proceed to clean the board. I'm just turning on my preheater at the bottom. That is this one. And I'm going to use a thinner solder tip to clean this part. I have a broader one. That is this one, but I feel this one is too aggressive, so I will go ahead and use this one. So let's start. the chip has been removed, and this is how it looks. So we'll keep this board aside, let it cool down a bit, and we shall take a look at the GPU core. I'll switch the camera to the microscope. Okay. So I have a chip holder here, which is big enough, and it has good amount of weight. But the thing is, what I don't like about this one is it's okay for PCB boards, but for chips like this, it really damages them. So I really wouldn't want to use this one. I've used it in the past, and I have damaged because of this. So for PCBs, this is okay, but for chips like this is too aggressive. I have ordered another chip holder, which would which would do a much better job. For now, I'll put this aside because I won't be using it, and it's just going to be this for now. So let's start by cleaning the chip. Okay, let's take a look under the microscope. The chip is pretty clean. Okay. And since the board has cooled down, let's take a look at the board as well. Pretty decent. Okay. So now it's time to reball the core. Okay, so I'm just loosening things up before I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner uh, because alcohol would loosen up all the flux. Once I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, it would be nice and clean. I guess that's good enough. The rest of the work will be done by the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, so I'll put this in the ultrasonic cleaner, and once the job is done, I will continue the video. Okay, so the chip has been put in the ultrasonic cleaner. It's not as clean as I expected, but it's going to do the job. I think it's fine enough. I can still see flux, which is there, but it's okay. The main thing is all the solder balls are nice and straight and just as we want it to be. So we will go ahead and proceed to install the chip on this board. Okay, I'll put this card on the bench. Sorry, I mean to say on the rework station, and I'll switch the camera over to the rework station. So I'll just pause the video. Once I get the card on the bench, I'll continue. Just a second. Okay, so the card is on the bench, and not the bench, but the rework station. So it's going to start now. Okay, so the GPU chip has been reballed and installed, and all the resistances checked. We'll go ahead and power the card and see what we get. Okay, let's power it on. So the display that you will see is from the internal display and not the graphic card. Okay, so we'll list and check if we can see NVIDIA, and we do. We can see NVIDIA drivers here. Okay, so I'm going to run mods. Okay, so it doesn't show me any error on either of it. Let me check. Okay, there. Let me try and run nvmt. Okay, it doesn't look like it has initialized. And now this time it has failed directly. Let me power it off, reboot it again, and try again. Okay, so let's try again. So I'm going to run mods directly, and I'm getting the same errors. So probably it might be showing me that all the memories are showing faulty. It doesn't have any number, but it just shows me the letter A. I don't know what letter A stands for. Let me try nvmt again. And it doesn't load anything. Okay, so in this case, I will just remove all the memories and redo them again. So because I don't know what exactly was done, let's go ahead and do that. So I'll pause the video here, get the card on my workbench, and we'll start to remove the memories. Okay, so we've gone ahead and reballed all the memory as well. So I'll just wait for the board to cool down. I'll take a few measurements like the memory, the PEX and 1.8, also 5 volts, and see if all the resistances are as what it should be. And then I'll put it on the bench. So I'll just pause the video here, wait for the card to cool down, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so the card has cooled down, and we'll take some measurements just to check if the resistances are okay. To start off, I'll check with the memory, and I have about 52 ohms. It's slightly warm, but 52 ohms is okay. And let's check PEX. PEX is fine. 1.8. 1.8 is good. First 5 volts and second 5 volts. Okay, so all the resistances are okay. I'll put this card on the bench, and we will see if anything has changed. So I'll pause the video here and switch over to the bench. Okay, so I put the card on the bench. The camera is just trying to focus. Okay, so right now the image that you see is from the secondary, from the internal display, and not the card. I will just run and check. I will run mods first. Run mods first. And we get the same errors where it shows us. I don't know if it's clear. I don't know if it's clear, but all the memories have a letter A at the end instead of a number. I will run maths just to show you the proper errors that are showing. So it will take some time because all the memories are still showing faulty. So this is an indication that the memory controller itself is faulty, and nothing to do with the memories as such. So it's a bad luck for us that we couldn't get this one working. It's just that not much that we can do. The GPU core has been reballed. All the memories have been reballed, and we still have the same error where it's not able to read any memory or write to any memory. So the error message that we are currently getting on mods is that it's not able to write onto the memory. So probably it's not able to access the memory. Whereas I have already tested all the points. The data lines, the command lines are making contact to the GPU core. So there's no problem with that. It's just that our memory controller is dead. It's bad luck, so I'll just wait for the results to come up. I will just pause the video, and it's going to take some time, so I don't want to make this video any longer. I'll just pause it. As soon as the results pop up, I will unpause, and I'll show you what the errors are. Okay, so I have the results, and let's take a look at the results. Okay, so if you see is read errors on all the banks, and it's consistent on almost every bank. So this is a clear indication that the problem is not the memory, but it's the memory controller. You can take a look. Almost every bank, every point is throwing up an error, which is a bad sign. So our memory controller is dead. There's not much that we can do here. I tried it. I tried to reball, maybe, just to see if there's anything that changes, but nothing did. So sometimes you do get things that don't work the way you expect that to be, but that's that's all that you can hope for. But I feel that I did everything that I could to save this particular card. A bit unfortunate there, but that's what all repairs is all about. Sometimes you save it, sometimes you can't. It's just out of your reach. There's not much that you can do here. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye for now.